Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's episode number 6 of Q&A Sunday. The weekend before Christmas has finally arrived, and we are very well. When you're watching this, only 3 days away from that massive big day when Santa Claus comes, visits. Make sure you leave the milk out, the cookies, the biscuits, all that fun stuff. I'm doing this late. It's kind of 1 o'clock in the morning, so I've got some light kind of beaming on my face. A new camera today as well, so I'll be looking at you guys a lot more. I've got my laptop on the side, but I'm using a really old camera, but it's a better quality than the webcam we were using. Anyway, off we go. We're going to start things rolling here from Alex Donnell, and he says, love the vids, by the way. Do you see Wales qualifying for a major tournament? I don't see why not. You know, I think they have a lot of quality. You know, Aaron Ramsey this year for Arsenal have shown what he's capable of. You know, Gareth Bale, he's at Real Madrid. You know, how many Welsh players have ever played for Real Madrid? Can't really name a few. You know, maybe Ryan Giggs will still be playing when he's 45 years old, working that middle of the park. Who knows? But I think Wales have a decent chance. You know, good a chance as any. England haven't been playing particularly great. I think Wales have a good chance out of all the other teams. Ireland, Scotland, Northern Ireland. I think Wales are probably one of the better teams. So maybe in the future, you know, they'll be there in the Euros and obviously the World Cup maybe in 6-7 years' time. And next question from Thanasis Papas. He is a loyal questioner. Good stuff. He says, who do you think is smarter, PES or EA Sports? Love your videos. Thank you very much. Who is smarter? That's a tough call. I mean, I think EA would have to be the smarter of the two because they know how to make money. They know how to milk people off. I've said that a few times, but it's true. You know, it's like when Call of Duty comes out and it's just a reskin game. Apparently this year COD Ghosts isn't even very good. But people still buy it because they want new guns, new maps. They market the game so well, EA, don't they? There's always trailers with the best players in the world. How many trailers have you seen as PES with Ronaldo or the top quality players? There just isn't anymore. You know, PES's trailers and marketing strategies is terrible. It's not big enough. You can go to some of these countries in the world, they won't even know what Pro Evolution Soccer is. But FIFA, you could say FIFA in any country and they know FIFA 14, FIFA 13, because EA are not stupid. They know how to make money, and they keep doing it year in, year out. And I'm looking forward to playing the next gen version. I really am, because I played it. I thought it was great. Finally, it is quite a big step up from the current gen. And I'd have to say that EA are the smarter of the two. Good question as well. All right, next up from JR Kids, another loyal questioner. He says, what do you want to achieve in your life? Now, this was one I was meant to answer last week, but I kind of ran out of time. What do I want to achieve in my life? Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it, really? I mean, ultimately, just have a good life, good family, friends, money. I mean, you need money. People say money isn't everything. Well, it is, isn't it? If you've got no money, you're not going to have anything, unfortunately. With money comes a lot of respect, comes a lot of everything, really. I'm hoping that YouTube gets somewhere. You know, I'm hoping to keep expanding my channel more and more. You know, this time last year I probably had, what, a couple of thousand subscribers. Now I've just reached 14,000, all thanks to you guys, which I'm thoroughly grateful for. And I'm hoping that it just keeps expanding each year. So, you know, I'm just hoping to get married, have kids, a good job, and be known on YouTube for having content that's different, that's unique. You know, there's a lot of FIFA and PES YouTubers out there. And for me, you know, they're all kind of the same. Everyone has their own style, even the likes of KSI. You know, who does FIFA videos. He's just known as being a funny guy. There's nothing special about his videos, I don't feel. I feel when I do a video, I put a lot into it. You know, I commentate in a special way, a different way to different people. And I hope, you know, in the future that I'll be known for what I do. You know, and that would be a real achievement for me personally. Because, you know, without you guys, of course, YouTube's worth, you know, not even worth it. So, yeah, that's, you know, generally what I achieve. Good life, good friends, and everything else. But good question as well. Alright, next up from Abue Oweka. Sorry if I pronounced your names wrong, guys. It's a good question. Who do you think is going to win the Ballon d'Or, you know, the World Player of the Year? Ronaldo, Messi, or Ribéry? Well, I don't think Ribéry is going to win it. You know, he's a good player and all, but it's just not going to happen. And I think this year it has to go to Ronaldo, doesn't it? He hasn't won it in so long. That he's got to win it. He's finally got to win it. You know, I know Messi's been injured recently and he hasn't been playing, obviously hasn't been scoring, but Ronaldo's still banging in the goals. And the difference for me personally between Messi and Ronaldo is Ronaldo has so many ways to score. You don't see Messi scoring headers. You don't see Messi really scoring with his right foot. You know, all his goals are very similar. He's a very intricate player in the box. He's phenomenal when he gets the ball at his feet. He runs at defenders. He has probably the most ridiculous close control in the world, Messi. There's no touching him when he's on the ball. And his balance on the ball is phenomenal as well. But Cristiano Ronaldo, he can score with his left foot, right foot, header, free kicks. The guy is so versatile, it's unreal. And I think he's deserved to win it a couple of years, but Messi's been winning it purely as well because Messi is a very down-to-earth player. He's not really egotistical, he's not big-headed. He just gets on with it. Whereas Ronaldo's different, isn't he? A lot of people don't like Ronaldo because he's one of these players that he brags about how good he is sometimes. You know, he says how good he is and this, but he's Ronaldo. He's one of the best players in the world. If you're that good, why not say it? You know, I think it just adds a little bit more to his personality. I think Ronaldo has to win it this year because he's been scoring all the time. He already has 9 Champions League goals this season, which is more than anyone else has scored in a group stage, I think, ever. So Cristiano Ronaldo, for me, has to be the world's player of the year. But let me know in the comments, who do you guys think is going to pick it up? Okay, next up from Where the Beasts Are, of course. Do you prefer iPhone or Android? Well, this is a Galaxy player, really friggin' old. I need a new phone and everything, but I'm more of an Android person. I used to, I have an iPod Touch and everything, but I just like Android because it's more open source. You can do things with it that you can't do on the iPhone. Sure, you can jailbreak the iPhone, but you can do the same kind of thing with Android, and then you can really, I did play around with this and add some extra stuff that you have when you jailbreak it for the Android. I can't remember what the term is, but I just feel Android's a good OS. I mean, I'm not saying that iPhone, iOS isn't. It is good. Apple is a ridiculously well-known company that produces some really high-end products, but for me, I'd have to say Android. But it's close. Alright, next up from Burgess for Life says, hey TTB, what is up? Just wondering, would you ever do a Chelsea series on PES? And who is your favourite Chelsea player? You deserve way more subs and loving the videos. Well, thanks very much. Will I ever do a series of Chelsea? It's tough. I get so many questions from guys saying, can you do this? Unfortunately, I can only do one series, guys, because I can't keep up with it. I do try and get out a video 7 days a week. A lot of people want me to do one, more, 2, 3, and I wish I could, but it's just so time consuming. I have other things to do in the day. So I do try and get one video out a day, but Chelsea, maybe in the future, maybe I'll go to Chelsea for Man U in my Master League, but or maybe we'll start a Champions League with them. But there's so many people that want different teams, unfortunately, I just can't do that. The other question, who is your favourite Chelsea player? I quite like Mata. Juan Mata, he's a phenomenal player. He's very, very good on the ball, and he's one of these players that I was shocked that he wasn't playing at the start of the season. Mourinho didn't want to play him. But he's such a phenomenal player. Has a great left foot, great ball control, scores goals, gets assists, and for me, he's one of the better players, and I do like watching him play. Alright, next up from Hatiki Win. He says, hi TTB, I'm about to buy Xbox 360. I want to play FIFA 14. Does it really matter what gig type I get to play? 4 gig or 250? Can I still play FIFA 14 even if I bought a 4 gig? I'm not going to play online. I don't think it matters, to be honest with you. If you get a 4 gig version, the 4 gig version just means that you're going to be limited to playing one game. I don't know. I don't even know how it works, to be honest with you. You're better off leaving that question. People in the comments, let him know. Is it better to get a 4 gig or a 250? I think 4 gig should be alright. Playing FIFA 14, it's not a huge game, I don't think, for saving, so you should be alright. Alright, next up from Macaulay Rose 7 says, what do you expect from PES 2015 next gen, and will you be getting it on the PS4? Thanks. I'm expecting big things, but I don't think we're going to get them, because I don't think Konami have sorted enough problems out on PES 2014. They have not fixed the gameplay. Is this engine meant for next gen? We'll find out next year, won't we? Maybe Konami might not even release it on next gen next year, and then I'll be really pissed, because that's ridiculous, especially with FIFA coming out with next gen already. So I would say definitely I'm looking forward to it. I will be getting it on PS4 if it does come out. There's no question. You know, I'll be releasing those videos for you guys, especially through E3. You know, this is where I'm looking forward to June already, because we get to see, you know, if they do make a next-gen version, we get to see it in action. Is it going to be that much better or not? We'll have to find out. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just expecting everything, really. They need new game modes. They need new gameplay that needs to be fixed. They need to enhance the Master League again, become a legend. It's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. I don't think they can cram it in. That's the problem. So, we'll see what happens, guys. Next up from Callum Soul, he says, are you going to be starting a career on PS4 when you get one? If so, who do you think about doing one with? By the way, great videos. Thank you. FIFA 14, yeah, I probably will start a career. I still not sure about my PVR, how it's going to work, if I'm going to be able to record PS4 gameplay, you know, straight from the PS4. But, yeah, I really do want to make a FIFA 14 career. Might even do some streaming for you guys, so you can see it live. We'll have to see. But who am I going to do one with? Probably a Premier League team. Or, you know, maybe carry on with La Liga. We'll have to see. You know, let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. You know, that makes my job, you know, a lot easier. Alright, a couple more questions here real quick. This one from Pimpek Fun. Sorry about that one. Do you think Gareth Bale is doing better at Madrid, or is Neymar doing better at Barca? And have you ever done a rage quit in PES? I don't know. You know, I haven't been watching La Liga that much, if I'm being honest with you. I think Bale started playing better, but he's at a tough team to just come in and start banging in the goals. And Neymar is Neymar. You know, he'll always be that intricate player. I think you've got to give both of them a couple of seasons before you really see what happens. But and have I ever done a rage quit? Yes, I have. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy the video. That's all we've got time for today. Please check out, I've left a, if you check on the video right now, the predict and play scores currently for this weekend. I haven't updated the scores, so they may change, but that is in the leaderboard. You want to be predicting those scores, guys, so head over to TheTrueBrits.com, click on predict and play, predict those scores, and let's get a winner by the end of the season. But until next time, guys, take care.